welcome to my channel Jamthe Flutter Tutorial. I came with a new series now which is about how to learn Flutter for the beginners. So I will be concentrating or I will be talking like viewers are totally new. I mean they don't know about coding, Flutter or anything. So I concentrate all those people who want to learn and they want to create Android or iOS app totally by themselves without depending any other people. And this is how I also learn Flutter and I create apps by learning like this. So and this is chance for me also. This is a good chance for me also to learn something more which I never used before or which I never known before. So let's see how it works. I request all of your support for this wonderful series, and anyone can learn Flutter and they can start creating Android or iOS or websites using Flutter, and they can be developer or freelancer. So let's see how it's going on. Let's see how it will go. So first of all, I will say my English is not that there will be problems with my language. So I hope you will understand that. So I am going to start with the Flutter. What is Flutter and all other things Flutter. So this is the Flutter dot there. This is the official website for the Flutter. And sorry. As you can see here, it is made by Google. So Flutter is completely made by Google. It is a Google product. So we know from this word itself, we know how standard the Flutter will be. And another thing is completely free. Flutter is completely, you don't have to pay to create an app using Flutter code. So using Flutter code. So if you learn Flutter, completely make an app with complete free of course. And in their website you can see they have given some features about fast development and says expressive beautiful UI. You can see create a very beautiful apps with the animations and all those effects, native performance and like that. So many things are there. Anyway, we will go through one by one. So to start creating an app, you need to all these codes somewhere, right? So to type all these things, you need some uh, app. So we will now next part we will see how we can install these things and how we can run this code in an app. As you can see, this is the things that you type all these codes and you will get this result in your mobile or emulator. So let's see how it does. So go here, get started. You can decide where you want to install this Flutter. It depends, it's based on your system. So I have Windows only, so I will go to Windows option. And as you can see in this previous page, if you are in China, there is something special. So if anyone from China, they can go here first. So go to Windows or Mac or whatever, and there's some system requirements they have mentioned, like disk space should be this much and like that. So I recommend you, from my experience, I recommend you should have minimum 8 GB RAM to work it nicely. Otherwise your system will get hang and all those problems will happen. And you should have like at least 10 G in your C drive. That is, otherwise if you use emulator and all, you will get more problems. So he mentioned get the Flutter SDK. So if you want to start coding, first of all you need to you should have a Flutter in your system. So download this zip file. After that, extract the zip file and place Flutter in the desired location for the Flutter. For example, they have mentioned an example, and it's clearly mentioned, do not install Flutter in directory like this. So don't install inside program. Okay, so let's open my folder here. As you can see, don't install C and any of these places. And let's see it's recommend any path or anything. Okay, there was one, like for example it's mentioned C uses your name documents or somewhere like that. Before it was given some different paths, so I have installed like that. I have installed insert C, src and Flutter. So this is my Flutter files. I extracted that zip file here only. CSRC Flutter, that's what before they give. Now they have as an example C users. So C users, and it's mentioned your username. So it depends. So my one is again user, and inside that is mentioned document. So it is asking direct to extract here. That is, you can see in this folder, and it's different, right? So it is C users and your username, and inside that you can see documents, and here you can see sorry, here you can extract that. That is how to install Flutter. After that, you need to do like update your path, and here they have given another option, that is to download from the git clone. So I did one time like this. I got some errors, so I recommend, oh, it depends your system. So I did this way. I just downloaded this zip file and unzipped in my folder. So another one, it's asking to update your path. So this is like, you want to mention, you want to get this Flutter path in your environment where you, I mean, I will show like from the start search bar and env. So this is your search bar, and type env, and you can see edit the system element variables. So just open it, and right now I have installed in my Flutter, so I don't want to uninstall and do it all those things again, because sometimes it will affect my existing project. So I just showing how to do that. You can try this way and see any errors happening, and you can message me, I can help you. Then it says open that. Okay, we have opened already, and it's asking to go to where you want to go, and select edit environment. Okay, it's already open, and you under environment. So this is the environment variables, and here it's asking under user variables, check if there's an entry called path. So this is the usable variable, and check there is an entry of path. So this is what they are talking about. And if the entry exists in the full path to Flutter bin using a separate from existing area, that piece, it's nothing, just select that one and click on edit, and here you can see this path, Flutter bin path. That is, in my one is C Now I want to see yes, sorry, C, ESRC, Flutter, and bin. So this path I have given here. So how to give is go click new and just see this path. You can just copy this path and click new and paste it here. That's all. So it will show like this. So this is how to update path. Okay. You have to close and reopen any existing console windows for this changes. Okay, just close and reopen again if anything like that. Then you can just ignore all those things. And what you need to do is that you just run Flutter Doctor from a console, that is a Flutter direct in the path. Run the following command to see if there are any dependencies you need to complete the setup. So to know if everything is done, all working, what you need to do is, I mean, if you want to see all the Flutter installation is done perfectly, what you have to do is open cmd, like go here, type cmd and it will open command prompt. There you open this Flutter path, that is sorry, c src Flutter, and just with that I'm just following what they have mentioned in their official website. Okay, maybe someone who watched this video, they know something better than this, but I just follow the documentation and just cd and the path. So you open that folder. After that mention type Flutter Doctor. See, you can see the path here, src, the same I've installed also. Okay, now see src Flutter. I install my Flutter, then put Flutter Doctor and enter. So it will show everything, I mean all the details about our Flutter installation. Let's see what it shows. Okay, first it is shown channels table, that is there are different channel Flutter. Currently the Flutter is stable, so I always use stable channel. Before it was beta, something like that. So my channel is already stable and my Flutter version 2.05. I don't know what is the current. I didn't check what is the. I think it's 2 to 3. Okay, let's upgrade it later. Okay, it's running. Okay, it's running Flutter Doctor, and let's see what it shows. I think it's going to finish. Okay, okay. Now it came some result, right? So I have Flutter channel of 2.05 and it is a stable channel, and I have Android toolchain, so Android SDK is already installed, and Chrome is not there because Chrome I didn't open. I don't, it's not came. I'll check that one. uh, it's only for the web, only developed for the web. So when we go for the web option, we will go to Chrome. Otherwise it's okay, everything it will, other things will work. And the one is Android Studio. So I didn't talk about Android Studio here. Let's go to that part. See here, Android setup. What you need to do is you need to install Android Studio. The Android Studio is an editor. There you can edit your code, I mean your Flutter or your Dart code. So to type all those codes you need an editor. So the Android Studio, so the Flutter recommend Android Studio actually, but there are some other editors also you can use. So you can mention here you can write your Flutter apps in number of editors, but the Flutter relies on full installation of Android Studio. So it also recommend Android Studio, but you can use some others like a VS Code, IntelliJ, like that. But you need to do is you go to this website developer.androidstudio.com, go to Android Studio and download and install Android Studio. So once you install, you need to set up Android devices that you can use. That is, there's an option that you can use your own mobile or emulator, anything like that. uh, so I will go to that part, because if I want to show, I need to open Android Studio with the project, and I need to open one Flutter project, and I need to show you. So right now I will skip that part, and I will show you when it comes to that level. And you can say there are desktop support, like if you want to create a desktop app, what you need to do. If you need a website, if you want to build a website, what you need to do, all these things are separately documented. So anyway, we won't go to that part, because first of all we are going to start with our Android app only. For that, now we have installed Android Studio. Then we need to set up that editor with Flutter. We need to configure Flutter with that Android Studio editor. For that, uh, you can see here there are you can see here with the editor, like you can use Android Studio, IntelliJ, or Visual Studio, or Mac, or whatever. So it has clearly mentioned how you need to set up Visual Studio, and I need to set up Android Studio. So anyway, we have installed Android Studio already. Now we need to install Flutter and Dart plugins in Android Studio. So what you need to do is, after you install Android Studio, open that. So this is the Android Studio. You just open. So you will get a window like this, and you can see here my one create a new Flutter project, because I have already set up Flutter here, but sometimes you won't see this because you didn't install Flutter plugin. So as it's mentioned here, in your Windows you need to go File, Settings, Plugin. So if you want to see the file menu, you need to open Android Studio with the Flutter project or something like that, or with the create new project. Anyway, you can see here in configure, you can say plugin here. Go to that plugin option, go to marketplace here, as it's mentioned here, marketplace, and select Flutter plugin and click install. There you can see Flutter, you can install that one. So when you install Flutter, it will automatically ask you to install this Dart also. So this both I have installed already here. Now you need to run, you need to create your first app, and you need to run, right? So to create the app, what you need to do is, if you want to create your first app, or oh, sorry, before that you need to run the Flutter doctor again and make sure Android Studio is showing there. Sometime it will show Android Studio is not installed, something like that error will show in if you face that error. I think they have mentioned what you need to do here. Okay, let's see. Yeah, the Flutter doctor returns that either Flutter plugin or Dart plugin of Android Studio are not installed. You need to do you need to do this setup in editor. But so that's what we have done already. That was done already. Then okay, and it says the Flutter, if Flutter cannot locate your Flutter, if Flutter doctor cannot locate your Android Studio here, once you install, but it's saying Android Studio not installed. If that happen, you need to run this command, Flutter config Android Studio dir, and you need to select where you need to add here where you have installed your Android Studio. So it's like I think I have installed Android Studio in, yeah, see this is the path. So you need to give that path here, and you can run again. You can type that command here and run again. Like you need to you need to copy this path and paste here, and you can again copy this plugin and paste here. And it's like this. So that is what this is. So anyway, our plugin is installed, and we have installed Android Studio, and we have installed Flutter. Everything is done. Now let's start. As they mentioned, let's create our first Flutter app. First Flutter Android app. Right now, as I mentioned earlier, I think I have already told that I don't have Mac devices to show you how to create an iOS app, but the process will be same almost. There will be some different with some when you go deep. I mean, when you go with other big project, that time you should have like some packages. You need to have separate configurations. So it's like that for iOS. So right now it will be same for everything. What you need to do is you need to create a new Flutter project. So it says open the IDE. So we have already opened the IDE. So what we need to do is as it's mentioned, open the IDE and select create new Flutter project. So click here, create a new Flutter project. So it will start create start creating a new first new Flutter project. So let's see how to create. First of all, you need to select Flutter app, and you need to select the path, Flutter path. So as I told before, I have installed here only. If it is not showing here automatically, you need to click here, and you need to select the path where you have installed your Flutter. So after that, click next, and you can give a project name, that is let's see what I will mention. Okay, Flutter Develop. Here what you need to think about is you cannot use a capital name with a capital letter, or with a space or dash, anything like that. So this is, if you want to give a name with a space, you need to give this dash here. That should be not a dash, it should be underscore. You cannot use any other kind of symbol. So this is the main thing. So if you give also, the system will not accept. It will ask you to change the name, then click finish. So it will start creating our first app. Let's see what it shows now. Yeah, creating Flutter project. So it started creating project for you. So though for those who are very new with the Flutter or very new with the coding, I just congratulate them for their first app in their life. Maybe it's their first app. Let's see how your first app looks like. So it's now created, and it opened the pages. So you can see here our project name is Flutter Develop. So this is the project first we created, and you can, now it is just blank screen, right? There's nothing here. So what you need to do is click this project here, and go here and project files. There are hundreds of files you can see here, but mainly we will be working on this whatever showing in this project file folder. So you can see a lot of files are there. The same thing you can see in your app. So I think this is the one, right? So you can see this is the, so this is our app Flutter Develop, and if you open that you can see there are a lot of files. So this is the same thing you see here, correct? Dark tool idea, so this is the same thing. Now normally we don't work with all these files, okay? So you can, but I will just tell something about these files. So this is for all the Android devices. There is some scanning is going on, that's why my system is little slow. Okay, so there are some files under here. You may use some of these files like this like build.gradle, and you will be using sometime this build.gradle, and sometime you will be using this manifest. That is depends on the project you create. So that is one part, and this is for iOS. This also, if you create a iOS app, sometime you need to use some of the folder, but mainly we need to use this lib folder, and another one is this pubsec YAML. So if you, there are, you can see here, there are so many things here. Like if you want to use your own font, you need to do some modifications here. And if you want to use some packages, third-party packages, or where is that, see, like this is one of the packages, Cupertino icon. So if you want to use other packages which is created by other people, like for example Google Map, if you want to use Google Map, you need to give that Google Map package name here, and you need to run this pubget here. So these things we will go later. And you can see here assets, like if you use any images or anything, you need to do something with these lines. So to these files we will be using in most of the project. And another one is this lib file. This is the main home folder of your app. Whatever you create a dart files, it will come inside this lib folder. So you can see, you right now you have only one dart file, that is main.dart. So there are some codes given by the Flutter as your first app. It's a sample code. When you run this app, you will see what, how this app will create, which app it will create by this code. So right now you have only this, but any app you create, it will start with this main.dart file only. You will be having hundreds of dart files inside this lib folder later when you start creating project. So but the starting will, your app will start with this main.dart file only. Whenever you run your app, that will start with main, and after that it will go to next to page, dart file, that is my app, and like that the app will go deep and deeper. So now as per our documentation, we have already created, and okay, we have already done, and after that it says run the app. So now we need to run our first app, right? So then only you will see the result of our app. You will know how it looks. To run the app, there are something that you need a device, that you need a physical device or emulator or something like that. So before I told you, I will show you how to create an emulator. To create an emulator, you need to click this AVD manager, and you can see create virtual device. Right now I didn't create any virtual device in Android Studio. I use the third party, the other things like BlueStacks. There are so many things out there like that, Motion. So I already installed BlueStack, because if you install emulator, you should have a very good system capacity, and it will take like around 10 GB. If you install, it will take 10 GB from your space already. So that's why I go with another option. So this is how you need to, if you have a good system, you can create an emulator like this. When you open When you open your here AVD manager, you will get this window and you click create virtual devices, and you can select the phone, and there are some phones already there. You can select which phone you want to install. Normally I read somewhere in the documentation that to install the emulator with this Play Store logo, because without this logo some devices you cannot use all kind of options like Google Map and packages like. So if you want to use Google Map or something like that, you need to open a device with Play Store. So I recommend, or the Flutter recommend, to install like that. Select that one, click next, and it will come with all the releases of the versions. So I have already downloaded the latest version. If you didn't download, it will come this download option. You can just click download and it will start downloading. So anyway, I just cancel that one. So after download, you can click next, and you can give some name and just finish. That's also, you will get an emulator. That emulator name will appear here. So this is my one, so it's already here. I selected that one. And also you can connect your real devices. That will be more faster to run the project. After that, what you need to do is, as it's mentioned here, you need to click run. Invoke the menu item run. That is one option to run the project. That is, this is the button run. If you click that, it will run. Or you can go to the terminal and you can just, you need to open this path. So that you can do like you can, this is just an example I'm showing. Cradle W and click the right mouse button. After that, open in terminal and you can just mention Flutter run, or you can click here Flutter run and plus enter, it will run. Or you can just click here. So I just click here, then it will start running and it will install in the app, will install an APK in your devices and it will open automatically. After that, you will get, this is the demo app given by the Flutter to us. So you will get this app as your first app in your device. So it's a counter app, like you have pushed the button this many times. Like whenever you push this button, it will show how many times you have pushed it. This is your starter app. Okay, so now what's happening is it is running something here. So for the first time it will take little bit time. After that it will be pretty faster. So there are so many things. So if you have so many things they have mentioned here as a running part, and sorry, as a training part. So if you want, you can just go through all those things and you will get some idea. Otherwise we will go this one by one in detail in later. So right now it is started installing. So let's come back once it is installed in your device. Okay, now it is already done some development. I mean, it's now installing the app in our devices. So let's wait to complete that. Okay, now it's installing the app in my device. So for the first day when you create an app, it will take this much time, but after that there is, you can see here three options, like there is Flutter hot reload and hot restart. These things are within few seconds it will update whatever you code in your device. See, now it's installing. You can see there's one white screen came and it still is going on. And I think it's almost completed. It's just loading the app in our device. Yeah, you see here Flutter support hot reload. Apply changes to app in place instantly. So that is called hot reload. It will, you no need to wait after this to make any changes in your app. I will show you that first. Let it come. The app open in your device. Okay. See, now we got the same app, right? Same Flutter demo homepage, and you get this button. When you press this button, you can see it's changing here. So every time when you press, it's keep on changing. So that is the first app you got, and that is from Flutter. Flutter gave you this app, but we don't need this app. We will create our own by knowing that what we are doing. Okay, anyway, I will show you small things like here it's mentioned Flutter demo homepage. See, that is the Flutter demo homepage, and it is actually this part is called app bar. We will go in detail all this part in coming videos, but I just want to show you a small demo how you can make changes in your app. Okay, now if you come down, you can see there is an app bar. So this is the app bar, and it has a title. It's a text. We will go next video, we will talk about this, what is text and what is that value, and also here is this is the title it pick actually for the app bar. So this is the one. So I just change this one, my Flutter my first Flutter app. Now if you want to make these changes affected in your app, what you need to do is you have some options here. You can again run the app. So if you run the app, it will run from the starting, but if you do the hot reload, you can see this is the shortcut for hot reload, control and backslash, right? You can use that shortcut key also. What will happen is it will run only what you have changed in here. That's what it will happen. That will work what is inside this build method. So we will go in detail all those things in coming video, and let's see these changes in our app. So what you need to do is you click on this hot reload, or you use this shortcut. So anyway, I click here now. Just it says it's saying performing hot reload, and you can see it will change now here. My first Flutter app, see, it's already changed. Only that part is changed, nothing is changed, everything is same, but this one is changed. So like that, you can just play with these things, how you can make the changes. Like this is the part you have pushed the button this many times. That's just this one. You can make anything there and just hot reload. I use shortcut key just now, so it's again reloading. So you can see this will change and it will come to this. You can see it's changing. So congratulations, you got your first app, and you just got, I hope you got a little bit idea. Anyway, if you feel uncomfortable, you mention in the comments, or if you want more deeper, you can mention, or if you want to clear any doubt, you can ask me in comment. I will be replying. Thank you, thanks for watching. See you with next video.